Hey everybody, and welcome this week to Working Tidal. This little intro here is something I didn't want you guys to miss. So we're not starting at the title screen like I usually do. We're going to start from here. That was a user agreement, and we just go ahead and punch I agree. Just, same way as it's always done in real life. Working Tidal. So this game, shorter than the games I usually play, but I thought it was kind of cool, and we should be coming off of Spider-Man last week, so I was like, fuck it, we'll just do something shorter because I think it's fun. This game kind of reminds me of, like, Dreamcast, like, fishing games, I guess. You'll kind of understand once we get right into the, well, I don't want to call it fishing because it's not quite what it is, but we've got this little cat, which is the mascot of the company that we work for, and they're asking us if we know how to play, and I know how to play, but, we're just getting started here, so we can unlock these upgrades and stuff, but really what I want to do is just kind of be let loose so I can show you what, how we play this game. So we're getting ready to start now. 3, 2, 1. So first thing I of course like is really the look around here, and then the music too playing in the background is so cool. So what we do is just kind of swim around and collect trash, and the trash is all worth different amounts of money. Some maps I'll have to do 2 times. Sometimes I can get away with only doing once. This is one of the maps that I'll have to do twice. Basically, the water bottles aren't really worth shit, but they do oftentimes lead you to stuff that is worth a lot more money. Case in point, behind this rock, there is some cool shades, $300. Again, another set of cool shades. So, yeah, I don't know. Again, it's a shorter game, but I thought it was kind of cool for a short game. I think it was made as some kind of a jam. As usual, the link to this will be down in the description below. And I kind of want to show some cool stuff that I saw in this game too. So, did I get everything? Yeah, I sure did. We're just grabbing a couple water bottles on my way over to this side of the map. Now, there should be, yes, right there, some boots. Now, I am missing a pricier piece because I'm pretty sure that we can get $2,300 right around from this first I don't know what you would call it, area. I'm sorry, I can't think of a better word. I guess we'll have to take the L because I kind of want to show this stuff up here. I like the look of like the waves and stuff, and it even has different sound effects for if you're above and below water, which is really awesome. With like the seagulls and stuff. So we made probably, what, $1,900? That isn't so bad. Let's take a look at the upgrade screen now, because every time after you finish this, you can either retry the level or kick back to the main screen. So again, we can take a look at what we can purchase. Ballast tanks, which give us the ability to go vertical instead of just forward kind of momentum. We can buy the sonar or the reef pass. I don't want to talk about them really before I can use them, but the reef pass is like a new map that we can play. So, like I was saying, we'll just have to do these maps just about 2 times each, sometimes once. So let's hop down here and get back to digging up some trash. Now, again, this game is kind of shorter. There's only 4 levels, and it has 2 endings, which is, for an indie game, pretty good length. But for the kind of games that I play, it's a little bit short. So I was looking at like the comments for this game on the itch page, and I saw somebody who was like, man, you should make this a longer game, which myself, Dr. Dirk, I was like, yeah, that would be cool to see this game be longer. And then the guy who like made the game was like, yeah, sure, it can be longer whenever somebody wants to foot the bill for a longer game. And he wasn't being a jerk about it. He said it, I say things in a very literal way, and sometimes it comes across as rude, but they weren't rude. They were just being funny. Something about paying for their tracks or something like that. They made a funnier joke out of it than I'm able to. Now that we've got all the big ticket items, I do kind of want to take the time to show some of this stuff that's above the shore. There's like some stuff that's on like the shore here, like inner tubes and you know, just like some buildings up above. And I kind of like that there's a little dock there too. Now I saw this earlier, but I didn't know what to make of it, and we'll probably make it there just in time. But I saw what looked to be a submarine off the coast here as well. So that's kind of interesting. I never had seen that before, so there's other submarines, I guess, messing around, so that's cool. Yeah, I just basically kind of like the look of this game, is what even ever led me to play it. And then I played it all the way through, and I said, well, you know, I'd kind of like to share this with the channel. I play games that I think are fun or look cool and stuff, and guess what? This game is fun and it looks cool. So we should have enough money now to purchase the license that we need to go to the reef. This place is pretty good too. It gives us more of an opportunity to get like new items for one, and then extra money. So we get a little congratulations here from the mascot, and we there's like some other information here. Sometimes it's cool. Basically, there was an ecological disaster, so you'll notice that a lot of this stuff that we're about to run into was like billboards and buildings. So there was some kind of a horrific disaster with pollution and stuff that led to the world kind of being what it is today. So also why there are people willing to pay, you know, dudes in random submarines to just collect shit. So yeah, I don't really think that I'm going to show off some of the cooler item descriptions in this game, because what we're going to do is play all the way through it, and then I'm going to look at the item descriptions after I get all the endings and stuff. In these weeds here, yeah, there's a watch. We'll try and aim for maybe like $5,000. I don't think I'm gonna get it because that's a little high. I also like the music in this game too, and the scary moments are like kind of scary, but there's no like jump scares in this game, so I think that that's kind of cool. I'm of course gonna be showing that off whenever we actually get around to it. We got some giant diatoms. I think that's those clams with like all the eyes. I think I'd played or got to see those whenever I played Mysteries Under Lake Ophelia. Oh my goodness, there's a little American flag down in that barrel. That's funny. Yeah, not a ton to really... I mean, there's like a lot to see here. I'm not disparaging that. I'm just, you know, nothing more to say about this area besides the fact that I'm collecting some glasses and you know, looking around for some big ticket items. There's a razor blade, it looks like, in these pipes, and a bunch more diatoms too. Nothing. Wait, is that something I can pick up, or is that just a barrel? It looks to be just a barrel, but there was a painting there, so that's good. Maybe I should aim for, I think it's like 6,500 to get us into the next map, so I may have to end up doing this one twice. This map is easier to explore because there's gasoline like around, or extra fuel, so I'm trying my best to make this crack at it like the only crack at it that we have to do, but we'll have to see. I also do want to make sure that I collect everything down here too, so you know, that laptop, for example, is a unique item that we can collect. There's a corpse in a suitcase full of money. It looks like the mob had given that guy cement shoes. Let's get, I guess, 5,500, and I'll consider myself kind of happy with my performance, even if we don't have enough money for it. So, we got 1,200, so if it does end up being 6,500, we've got the money for it at least. We'll just have to see what the licensing for the next area costs. But I am kind of hoping that I only have to visit that map once. Sorry, that there was like a weird effect there that and speaking of weird effects, there's another weird effect. Now we've got the new pass, and if we go to level select, we should have a like a lagoon, but instead we actually have this abyss. So it's going to be dark, but don't worry about it. It's just weird. It's not, well, I mean, it's kind of scary, but we got kind of glitched into here. So, yeah. I do want to kind of show some stuff in and around here, but the first thing that we need to do is head forward. Now we're looking for, like, I don't know what you'd call it, like the spine of an animal, and whenever we find the spine, you'll know we're on the right track. So you'll notice during that dialogue there, it says, do not go above the trenches. You don't have to worry about it. I'm headed up above the trenches now. You can't go above them, so you don't have to worry about dying or anything. I was a little bit scared the first time that I played. I was like, oh, fuck. Well, if I'm going to get jump scared, I at least want to get it out of the way. So the first thing I did was try to get up out of the trenches, and I didn't get jump scared, so I'm glad for it. This developer is kind of unique. I saw them make a couple of remarks that kind of made them stand out a little bit to me anyway as like a developer, and some of like the game design decisions that they made, like, you know, no jump scares in this game, I really liked, because I'm a pansy, I guess. So we're looking specifically for this item here, the Belphegor's Gift. That one's a pricey item, you may notice. I know now that, of course, that there's not much music, and you don't have to worry about it. I didn't just wholesale cut the music off. I do like the music in this game, but, you know, I wish... I mean, I'm not complaining, but I just kind of wish it was longer, because this game is, you know, pretty good. I actually think, well, we might be able to, well, I don't know. I'm kind of trying to look around for any more loot that might be around, but I don't think I'm going to make it to where we're going in time. Nope. You'll see where we're headed next is right down there. So we'll get some upgrades and we'll head back out. We need this money anyway. I figured that this would take me 2 shots at it at least. So we'll go back to the main menu where we can, you know, chill out to the music again, get a little relaxed. We'll buy the sonar. That'll help me out. There's the Grove Pass, which we can't afford yet. We'll be able to afford it after this map, though. Now we can move faster. Our acceleration and top speed both have been increased, so this map will go by like a breeze. I know that there's the light ahead, and if we hit the our new sonar, we can kind of look around and see the items through the walls. Now you'll notice one sonar item up in the corner is that big anglerfish. I wasn't able to get to it, but I didn't like try super hard to get to it. I did get kind of close and then like went above the abyss because I figured it would either kill me or I might be able to collect it, but it didn't seem to be working for me. So the first thing that I want to do is head over and recollect this Belphegor's thing. This is probably one of the coolest item descriptions in the game. It gives me kind of like some inspiration. I almost kind of just want to like steal it almost wholesale because it's a really cool item description. Not that I create anything really, but I would just use it for like, I've been looking at designing some, you know, D&D stuff, and it would be cool to have this Belphegor's Gift as like an item. And maybe we'll see why towards the end of the game. That's more so tailored at people who have like, you know, maybe finished this Let's Play and are on maybe their second watch of it or whatever. Or maybe whenever I look at this game in the future, I can understand like, why would I ever want to steal that? I'll understand once I see the item description. So we're back where we were before. Now this place looks weird, right? So first thing is we get a bunch of fuel. I'm going to miss that. Well, you know what? Fuck it. Give me that last tank just in case I need it. And then as we go down, you can see there's a lot of items where we're headed. And there's what appears to be like a big city. Now, as we continue on and we go to the other side of the city, you want to make sure that you get these little signpost things. And then as we get to the other side, there'll be another light that turns on, and it's this big monster above us. Now, the first time that I saw that, I was like, oh god, he's gonna scare me. But he doesn't do anything to you, so we are safe. To my knowledge anyway. You can even swim up there, which I've done before, and he won't grab you or nothing. So we're just aiming for all these things that kind of look like, I consider them to look like signs, but whenever we read the item descriptions of these things, they're definitely not signs. So I don't think that there's anything here on the side that I'm looking for. Maybe I'll give us a closer look at this little little monster up here. It almost looks upside down. It's not, evidently, but yeah, I like tried to swim into its mouth and then swim up to its eyes and stuff, but thankfully it is non-reactive. It does not follow you. It just turns its lights on to kind of scare you. Seems that way to me, at least. But we're pretty well close to being finished with this section. I only have to, this is the last time I'll have to visit this map. Honestly, that second map is, I'm pretty sure, the only one that we can get away with visiting only the one time. So I'm just kind of going around collecting some teeth. Not that it really matters, but it'll look better at the end screen whenever we look at it and we get to see all the stuff I collected. A bunch of teeth, gifts, signs. So that's cool. And we just made a fuck ton of cash, so we can afford the last map. I kind of like the progression in this, but it's a little bit better if you kind of know what you're doing. But it was fun to explore the very first time that I had played it too. So level select. We should have the last most one of these unlocked, the Abyssal Grove. I also like the menu screen too. That's kind of chill. Now we get a compliment. They're like, maybe you aren't so incompetent. So let's tell you the truth about the agreement that we signed at the beginning of this game. There's an ancient place guarded by something, and it's an artifact that can pay any debts. The company would like to possess that item, but generally people cannot enter this place because it only comes from a great need. So that's the only time you can get the artifact. Now, the CEOs evidently are not allowed to go there because they don't have a great need. They have a lot of money. They can fund these expeditions with the submarines and stuff. So, I was like looking at this guy's other games, and they aren't bad, but I like, there's none of them that strike me kind of like this one that I'd like to play. But dude, this guy's story writing is just like really, really, really good. So yeah, as we kind of drive around and stuff, you can see we can collect these scales of Dagon or whatever. I just collect them for the money. There's nothing like, unique or like, besides the scales, there's like nothing out here that you need to worry about. So I think we'll have the whole compendium of items. So we just drive into the middle here. Again, you don't have to worry about it. You're not going to get jump scared or nothing. Now, we're going for both endings that are in this game. There are like tentacles reaching up and stuff. So we're just going to run into this eye. I thought it was funny because I did this the first time that I played too. But the game creator was like, please, YouTubers, can you please stop running into the eye? So I'm sorry I couldn't make your wish happen. But so anyway, it asks why we let it touch us, and then he killed us and we're dead. And then we become part of like, not even like a hive mind. We just kind of get absorbed into his consciousness. We can like ask him questions and stuff, but we can come back here. But there's some other exposition here too that just basically says like, this guy's job is to guard this fruit until until the next person gets it, and he'll continue killing people who come down here until somebody gets the fruit, and that's his function. Now, we ask him if we come back to the life or whatever if somebody collects the fruit, and he goes, well, who knows? We'll have to see what happens. We'll have to wait till somebody gets the fruit. Nobody's gotten the fruit in a long time. Just kind of paraphrasing as we click through this dialogue. I did like the hint that there was another ending to this, which we should get here very shortly. There was another guy on the Steam discussions, thankfully, who gave me the hint that I needed to unlock the other ending, because I noticed whenever I first went to get the other ending that it wasn't going to work kind of how I thought it would. So now this is like having us read some story or tell us some story about the money tree. The flowers were government bonds. The leaves were $20 bills. It bore diamonds for fruit. I think it's just talking. I don't know. You guys know how I feel about metaphorical things. But ending one, dead and assimilated. So that one's done and over with. Now, there's nothing else to buy in the shop, so we're going to just go do that level again, but we're going to do it a little bit different this time. Like I said, the guy who like did this game is like really good at writing. I generally don't like demo disc games because I feel like they're too short and stuff. But honestly, this one not half bad. So there's another way that we have to do this. So my first inclination was like, can we go above him or to the left of him or below him? And you won't get away with any of that. But if you do kind of like, you can get yourself kind of like jammed on a rock. And then, hold up. Let's see, how did I do this? Yeah, I got myself like sort of like jammed on a rock. And whenever I did, it kind of just like let me go around this guy for some reason. No clue why that works that way, but hey. And so we're able to get the fruit, and then this place kind of like dies, sort of, I guess, and then we can kind of swim out of here. And I'm pretty sure that there's only 2 endings. I haven't tried to go down, but the discussion that I saw for this said that there was only 2 endings, so hey, I'm inclined to agree. Here comes the second ending now. We've collected the fruit that can pay all debts, including our own, as we're in debt ourselves, apparently, and this company has elected to pay it, so we're in debt to them. Now, this is the epilogue. It's kind of cool. The eye, like, roared out in pain and defeat. It's gone. We won. Now... it's just summarizing what we did there. We found ourselves back at the welcome shore upon exiting the submarine, greeted by the first human representative of the company that we work for. They had armed guards, which they assured you were just a formality. So it's kind of interesting, like the fruit's job, or its only thing that it does, is to pay debts, right? So, like, what are they going to do with it, right? I don't know. They talk about it a little bit. They're like, are they going to like save the planet with it somehow? Are they going to trade it? Or do they just want it to keep other people from having it? The words are interesting. It also just talks about how, like, even though we didn't die in this ending, we still feel like we talked with the eye. So, ending 2, debt free. Anyway, maybe I'll get to spend the rest of my life on the shores of this beach. That'd be kind of nice. But here is the thanks for playing it. This person kind of echoes some of the things that I've been talking about. Where like sometimes what they say is sometimes it feels like putting out a creative work is like shouting into the void, but seeing feedback and knowing that someone enjoyed what I made makes it worth the effort. So yeah, that was that. Now the last thing before we end this Let's Play is I'm going to show the item descriptions for all the items that we got. First one's a water bottle. Somebody buys them just to fill them up with water because it's obviously Fiji water, and they just fill it up with tap water and sell it to people for expensive money. Well, expensive prices. These are cool glasses, not to be confused with the lighter uncool glasses. There's an unappraised ring. It's just a gem. There are VHS-C camcorders. Now, I thought this might have just been made up for the sake of the game, but I did look it up, and these are real. VHS-C camcorders. They're like compact, I think. C either stands for compact or the cassette that's inside of it, because it's in the shape of a cassette, so... overpriced boot. I think this is some kind of like a critique on the it says you're never going to be able to retire, so why should your boots? And then there's like this old like thing about like, boots are expensive and the price of boots go up, but the time that they last doesn't, or some shit. I don't know. It's too complicated for my brain. Here is a watch. Those are those shades from earlier. Giant diatom. So I guess there are multiple species of diatom. Again, I'm pretty sure that these are... Oh no, this is a type of single-celled algae, so it's just a big algae now. I thought this was one of those clams that has like 1,000 eyes. I don't really like those. So here's a lost painting. It's funny. It's got that Always Sunny in Philadelphia, it's Smugora mocks me quote. Here's a waterlogged laptop. Funnily enough, this didn't really give us all that much money whenever we got it. We have to keep recovering any laptops we can find, looking for the one. I like it also says DEW, like the Dell computers. Here's a suitcase full of money. Money isn't, dollar bills aren't worth anything anymore, but they'll pay for the suitcase. Here's another mysterious painting. I don't really know. Maybe this is from one of their older games. Hard to tell. Gahal's tooth. Angels can lose as many as 100 teeth every day. So basically somebody's trying to buy as many of these teeth as they can, and they say that there's angels. Maybe that's what we saw towards the end of that third level was an angel. Who knows? So this is a missing link between Homo sapiens and Neanderthals that's even closer to humanity, but they also died out. Kind of implied to be us a little bit. Belphegor's gift. This was the thing that I was talking about. They're one of a kind. This one was a surprising find, thought to be lost forever. Each gift was given to a person in the form of an idea for a miraculous invention that could make them rich with little work. Many of our greatest technological leaps were the result of these. So basically, you get one of these and you're a genius. So, well, kind of. It's like a technological progress. So imagine if, like, instead of, like, Einstein coming up with, like, the theories for the nuclear bomb, along, you know, like the beginning groundwork for, like, quantum and stuff, it was instead like a gift that had been given to him, like a music box that told him how to make that. That's kind of what this is like. That's how I see it anyway. These two boxes, they're kind of uninteresting. They're just basically, this one's like a bridge between Earth and some other place if they get reconstructed. It sounds like a human singing whenever you blow into the end of the pipe. Nothing to see. I guess it gets a lot of people bidding for it. Here's the Vox Celeste. I guess the resulting sound, if they have air blow through it, it's fatal. It can kill you. So they get put into vacuum sealed containers. And finally, here's the Scale of Dagon, found in the most remote location on the planet. Name is mostly a joke. We actually have no idea where this came from. The ones we brought back are the only ones anybody's ever seen, so that means they're worth a lot of money. So I think it looks cool. Kind of looks like a spider's eye to me, but like spider eyes. And that is that. That has been Working Tidal. I know it's a bit of a shorter game and stuff. I've since said 3 times, but I enjoyed it, and I kind of hope that you did too. So I'll see you guys next week. I hope you had fun with this. I know I did, showing it off. So I'll see you guys next week. Later.